overall, I just need a... This one is very, is a lot more delicate and have to be a lot more strategic with, when to engage with the squads and keeping the Chimera safe and all that stuff, so it just requires more practice.
Are we already up on your channel, or?
We just went live a few seconds ago.
Alrighty.
So greetings, everybody. I'm here with Paul K. Kelorn, and going to be trying out his Texas Open list that, according to Alan Stelly, is the asshole list. And
yes, that did happen.
Yep. And won the Texas Open, and I wanted to try one of my potential Thrawn builds against this. I just wanted to see, how I would do and how I would react to it. And I wanted to kind of... it was interesting. I, have a similar list with just one main ship and a bunch of squads. I was like, this could actually be an interesting mirror match to try out. So that's why I picked this one as opposed to my other two that I'm thinking about. So while we're getting set up, did you want to tell people watching your thoughts behind the list? Even give a little recap of how it went on last Sunday, or I guess it was 2 Sundays ago. But maybe I know you want to talk. Did you want to talk about the potential the thing coming up next week? Oh, I just realized he walked away. I was looking at a different screen. Well, he's checking on his kid real quick, but we'll be back real quick. I didn't realize I was talking to a blank screen. So how much when you have, I think I've got 6 screens up at the moment, and I'm switching between them. Trying to make all this work efficiently.
Sorry about that. I just had to finish putting my son to bed. I heard you talking. This list was something that I tested quite a bit prior to TXO. I tried to keep it keep it away from people that I knew were going to be there, just so that I could kind of have some kind of surprise with it. And going into TXO, I had been playing a Thrawn list, and I think I had shown that one to you at one point as well. And I had played it and won some tournaments, but then I played it in the Battle for Hoth online, which we had about 56 players or so. I took 14th in that tournament, but when I started playing that Thrawn list against other people of higher caliber, the problem became not winning, but winning by enough. So I won 4 out of the 5 games in Hoth, but all of my wins were 7-4, 7-4, 7-4.
Right,
and
gotcha.
So I just started having these issues with it where I was struggling to get enough tournament points to make a difference. So I kind of went back to the drawing board and I said, okay, well, if I can't get if I'm having trouble getting points from just the list, then what can I do? And so I kind of looked at it and said, okay, well, if that's the way it's going to be, then I can maybe I can get some points from objectives. So I was like, okay, well, what do I do? And so here comes the terrible choice of this whole list, because you're at 400, I'm at 392,
yep.
And I'm going to choose to go second.
Yep.
And so this is the whole crux of the list, is you have to make a terrible decision on what to do. As when I present myself as second player, you have to choose one of my objectives, and you have to say, okay, what are you going to do? And so I'll let you kind of go through these objectives from your perspective, and then we'll talk about why they're in there from mine after you make your choice. If that's cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I figure we'll talk about TXO as we go through our match here today. So
I didn't know if you wanted to wait till next week or if you wanted to announce next week. Is
not
like a secret?
that's still up in the air. There's something coming, guys. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And
something's in the works, so we'll just leave it there.
I'm happy to talk about it from my perspective. We'll obviously talk about it a little bit more next week. So
sounds good. So, yeah. So, obviously I knew what objectives were coming. I assumed you weren't going to change them because
No. This is I've literally not done anything to this list since TXO. So if you want to just go through these from your perspective, just and say these are the objectives, and then what your thoughts are when you see them.
Yeah, so it's obviously, it's one of the main, just fundamental tactics when it comes to just any kind of war game or just any kind of strategic play for any game is give your opponent bad decisions. And these are all bad decisions. Really bad decisions.
They are bad decisions.
The key, though, is to make pick the lesser one, the one that's the least bad.
Yes.
And so I immediately disregard fire lanes. That one is just untenable. You have too much control over the objective. Then it comes down to advanced gunnery and sensor net. And the problem with advanced gunnery with this particular list that I'm running is that I don't have the ability, like I don't have enough threat for you to split your fire with the Starhawk. And even though me having advanced gunnery on my ISC2 would be great, I have local fire control, which as a first player, based on how the wording works and like the FAQ and the first player with like any kind of salvo with advanced gunnery really screws you over. They just never take it.
Not really. I mean, you can still salvo. Like there's no issue with salvo there.
Well, it's a matter of taking. It's the attacks the problem. So, like, say you shoot out of your front, and I salvo back into your front. Then when I shoot, I can't shoot you in your front.
I'm not convinced of that, but I can definitely take a look at that.
Yeah,
pull up the CARM for that.
Well, it's not just the card. It's actually
No, the CARM, the Carnex Armada reference manual.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
But even beyond the salvo part of it, with only having one main ship you have to shoot at, taking advanced gunnery is basically suicide.
Yes, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But the question is, are you okay with the other consequences of making the decision you're about to?
Yeah, SensorNet actually, and I'll just put out, I don't think is as bad. Because at least I have some control in the setup before I can put 2 of the 4 tokens. So I can actually have some control over the insane farming you can do. And even I could farm at least a little bit at the very beginning before you move them out of my range with your distance 1 to 4 move.
Yes.
So I think that's the lesser of 2 evils of the ones to pick.
So this is the decision that one of my opponents made, is to take SensorNet. And so we'll talk a little bit about how that worked out for him as we go. But like I said, this is a horrific decision on any part, and the real answer to this, to facing my Starhawk fleet, is unfortunately outbidding me and making me be first player. That's the answer. That's the true answer of how you counter this fleet, and that's why it's such a problem, and why it's the anticipated result of me playing and winning with this list is I expect to see people with bigger bids, so that if they run into this issue, which could potentially ignite something of a bidding war, so from there your next step is, okay, well, what plays well as first player,
right?
And you go from there. So, all right, well, if you want to click on the
I'll definitely choosing SensorNet, and I will say, if I decide to go with my 2 ISD2 lists that I played against the SSD last week. Against, I think his name is Scott. I probably would. I probably actually would pick advanced gunnery on that one.
I mean, it really just, it kind of depends. Like, I mean, I don't think there's a good decision in the mix. Like, like you said,
there are no good decisions. They're all bad. It's just choosing the least bad based on the fleet you're bringing.
Yes,
I think fire lanes is always throw out. You never take fire lanes.
No. You can't. You are absolutely correct. You cannot take fire lanes. Some people talk to me about, I'll just stop you from moving them. I was like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can't do enough to make it for that to really work.
Yeah.
And we can talk about why that's true later, but. All right, so it's just standard objectives.
So Ben Garvey in chat is asking, what's your points bid for this?
It's 392, and that's the big thing here, is that there's really not a whole heck of a lot more that I can take out of this list and not kill it. The bid that I have taken is it's these ones right here.
Oh, gotcha. There they are.
This is basically the biggest bid that I can take and still have the list function. And so if you, that's why I say that the real answer is outbidding me.
Right. Now, the mission aside, and we'll see how this works. I haven't decided how I'm going to approach this yet.
Can you promote me by the chance? Just so I can
yes,
copy and paste
I always forget to do that. Gotta promote
No worries.
people. Is anytime you face a Starhawk, it doesn't matter if you're first or second player. It doesn't matter what kind of list you have. Doesn't matter what the mission is. You always have to make the choice, and you need to make it early. Whether or not you're going to try to take the Starhawk out or not. Because if you do,
Yes.
you have to commit to it from the start to finish with everything you got, or just ignore it.
So your buddy that played me the Wednesday before, what was his name? Diamond Shark, is that it?
Right. I forget what his moniker is, but it's Chris Cox.
Yeah, it's Diamond Shark 89, I believe is what it is.
Yeah.
And he was playing the triple recusant list and tried to kill, like, he didn't have any real option other than to try and kill the Starhawk. And did he talk to you about how that game went down?
He did, yeah. it was a bit rough. But
so he actually did outbid me though. So I was first player against him. So that would have made a difference as well. Alrighty, so
real quick before we get going forward, I just want to say a few things real quick about the giveaway. We do finally have images of the turn dial. I'm going to be announcing the winner on for July 1st. It looks really awesome. I'll pull it on the screen here. And that's what I need to change. There we go. And so it's based off the Inquisitors from Star Wars and has this really cool silver inlay for the Imperial symbol. And
nice.
Yeah, so really awesome, and obviously not real silver, but of course. But he said that it took him a couple of tries to try to get that inlay to set and to match up properly with the acrylic. And then a $25 store
Garrett's
credit.
a wizard, man.
Oh, he's amazing, absolutely phenomenal. And for those that, if you're interested in entering the giveaway, don't forget to subscribe and comment in all of my June videos, including this live stream, or if it goes on later. And I also want to give a call out to Tron91. He's the one that won the May giveaway, but you haven't contacted me yet, Tron, so I need to hear from you if you want to claim that giveaway. And if you don't, that's fine, just let me know. But by Sunday morning, if I haven't heard from you, I'm going to draw another winner, because it's been a little over a week and a half now and no contact. So never had that happen before. Usually everybody reaches out to me right away, ready to claim their. But so have to have some sort of time limit so we can actually have these prizes go out. So I just wanted to also put that out if you're watching. But anyways.
Alrighty. So for the objective, you place the first objective token. Okay, so these are the tokens that we will use to garner points.
Yes. And this happens before deployment, right?
It happens before deployment, yes.
Yeah. It's actually, I think I've only played SensorNet once, and it was before 1.5, so that many years ago. So it's been a while for me. Let's see. Let's place this. And it has to be 1 to 5 away, right, from the edge?
Yes, I believe so. Let me just change that real quick. Actually, I think it's... Here we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the different table settings. I gotta remember how... Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. How you can...
It does make a big difference, yeah.
It does, and it didn't used to always be that way. That's relative, at least new to me.
Yeah, no, he did that about during COVID. Is when that got it. So usually I set up and then I changed it to one of the cool looking ones.
Yep. So there we go.
All right, so go ahead and hit lock on that one.
Yep.
And then I will place this one.
Yeah, James, that's a really awesome turn dial. I'm very happy with the one I have. I love my own turn dial. It's very basic, the pearl black with my symbol. But every time I see these new ones that come in that he creates, I'm just like, I kind of wish I could be eligible for these giveaways. But that would be, kind of fixing the system.
That will happen.
Hey, Alan, we got Alan in the chat. So
yeah, I know there was a bunch of the guys that were going to stop by.
Basically, I think overall, and my goal on this is to see, realistically, because this is one of my...
So it's 2, right?
I think it's distance 1 to 3, isn't it? But they have to be apart from each other?
They have to be... Distance 3. Okay, yep, you're right. So distance
Oh, right.
3.
And just, gosh,
There you go.
Alan told me about that last week. This little function. Didn't remember how to do that.
Yeah, no, like I said, this is the advantage of playing on TTS.
Yes.
is you have these cool features like this.
So my ultimate goal here is to get a good loss, because it's one of those. This list, whenever you see it, it's just gonna be so hard to beat.
So what is a good loss in your lexicon? That's the real question. Because
4-7 at the worst.
Okay.
Try to get a 5-6.
Okay.
Is my goal for this game.
Alrighty. I've got bets on an 8-3 or better.
Gotcha. Very nice. We'll see what happens.
All right. So you are first player, so you can place your first ship.
1, 2, 3, 4. What I like about this is that we are both, bringing almost max squads or at max squads.
Yes. Yeah, I'm at like 132,
funny.
I think, something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm at 134. I think I'm at actual max.
I don't think it was. I thought it was like 131 or something.
Maybe it might be 133.
Oh, I'm at 133, and then you are at 132.
132, that's right.
Yeah, sorry, I went and put yours into Ryan Kingston so that I could mess around with it.
Oh no, and it's also one of those where I know what your list is coming in, so it was good for you to know mine. That way, there's no unfair advantages here. So there's Palpatine, and we'll start at speed 1.
All right, so this is the extraordinarily boring deployment plan here.
Well,
So,
I mean, it's a farm deployment, I'm sure. I mean, when you set this up.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
the
what
impetus is on me to engage you in this setup.
Yes,
so.
yes, it is. So, all right, so
I chose SensorNet, Alan. I think that's the lesser of the 3 evils. It's really between Advanced Gunnery and SensorNet. When I only have one ship he has to kill, Advanced Gunnery really is just pure suicide, and that would almost guarantee a 10-1 loss. But.
Alright, so over to you.
Alright, let's go with some generic defenders. Like so.
That's Merrick.
Did I grab Merrick? I did grab Merrick. Merrick, you're not supposed to be out there. What are you doing? That's right, the yellow is the special dudes.
Yes, the yellow is the special dudes. So, all right. So
Regular defender.
I am going to place this gentleman.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Ben. It's how can I hurt myself the least is exactly the.
So Nick Bonner from San Antonio is the one who picked this this option essentially. From the first in the second round of TXO. So he chose SensorNet with his Providence Dreadnought and a bunch of hard cells. So he was able to. I only got 11 tokens, and I killed a couple of his ships and lost my GR-75s. So
that's actually an interesting plan that Alan put in the chat. His plan is for his fleet is pick Advanced Gunnery and just run away and using the squads to engage.
That is what a bunch of people have essentially said that would be what they would try and do. So the trick there is then you have to like anticipate that's what the opponent that you might do that would be. So
right. Yep. All right. Just a couple of generic TIE bombers.
Okay. I will place this gentleman to right here, also at speed 1. So blue is Adar, and white is my comstat.
Sounds good. All right, let's do. Your YT-2400s can go 4, and that's your fastest squad, correct?
I have Shara Bay, who's 5.
Oh, that's right. Shara is in the mix. That's right.
Can't forget about her.
Nope. I will say though, whenever I run my high damage, high health squads like TIE defenders, Char doesn't scare me as bad, but there is an instance, and it was almost a year ago now, a bat rip I put out against Rob, where I tried to kill Char with 5 TIE fighters with flight controllers and Howlrunner.
That probably didn't work so well.
No, she wiped all 5 and survived.
Yeah, no.
I rolled like crap, and she just each time one shot in her counter every time.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's the danger of that particular strategy.
Yes, I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. It can't be that bad, and no, it was that bad. I lost 5, and she was still alive.
She is not a nice person. Let's just put it that way. So, sorry, I'm not quite done with my deployment.
Right. I figured it wasn't gonna.
No, like I said, it's more of one of those things I just don't want to.
No, it is good to things right here.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so we will.
So you can lock these down by hovering over them and hitting L, by the way, and then they won't move.
Oh, that's right, and they won't move unless you hit the move button.
Unless you hit the move button. Yeah,
that's probably the way to do it. So.
Yeah, that's my default strategy. Just you know. Okay.
Tater, and then Merrick. Although, I mean, this was a bit of a futile attempt, but I want to at least get some, because we actually have the exact same amount of deployments in this.
Yeah. Alright, so... Mine was more of I needed a certain distance from certain things to work properly. So, alright. So that there, and then we have a YT, which we'll put right here. All right. So I'm this is you know what's coming. Essentially, I'm going to be using the VCXs to move these tokens so that I can get points on the first turn. So I have to have the VCXs in a place where they can move and use their strategic ability.
Send them back. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So go ahead and do your next deployment.
Now, just so I remember things, if I can do this right, like someone told me, it's when you reveal a command is when you determine it, right?
Yes. So the first thing that I do, I will not. The first ship that I reveal will not be able to farm a token. But my goal is then to use my strategic abilities to stop or to be able to use them for the next.
Right.
Thing,
yeah. So the first ship does a squad command, uses the V6s to move them into range of your other ships, and then you're off to the races. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the plan anyway. So.
Yep. All right, let's go with Commander Woldar and the suppressor. We'll have him.
How fast is Palpatine going?
He's going speed 1. And same thing with Woldar.
Ready? And Dash will come over here. And Shara will come over to...
Yeah, I agree with you, Ben. I really wish that Gar and Separatists had strategic squadrons. They need to finish out their squad builds. They kind of left it hanging too much.
Bigfoot does.
But
Fine.
There you go.
All right. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, you're gonna have maximum flexibility here. Where you want to engage me. Yeah, let's... We're going to do that and start at speed 2 for Thrawn.
All right. So here's the deployment thing. I have my options to go full on sideways, and just kind of do this do around the side of the board. But because you're here, and that was probably what I would have done had you deployed on this side. Is going into full farming mode, but because you're there, it does not make sense for me to go sideways because that's not the threat axis that I have to worry about. So here, I can actually have a nearly standard deployment of the Starhawk just on this edge, because I don't need to go to you. You have to come to me. So
Yep.
I don't need to. I can go, I can go slow, and I can set up the engagement the way that I want to set it up. So that's the thought anyway. So from there, I guess we can switch it over to what table where you want to look at.
Oh, well,
What's your thought?
my favorite is Scarif, of course.
Garrett. All right. So like this.
Oh yeah,
All right.
it looks so good in real life.
That'll give people something to look at.
Yeah,
while
it
we're,
looks great here too. Yeah, I'm actually going to be. This is actually, I think it was an $85 store credit for the top prize for the TXO Online that's happening next week, or is it 2 weeks?
It's a week from Saturday, I think.
A week from Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Urban Planet one from Robbie, which I very much like. The quality of the mat in person is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It it's like twice as thick as the X-Wing mat.
Oh
it's,
yeah,
it's great.
It is. I've had the Urban mat for over a year now, and it is. You can barely tell I've used it, and I've used it on almost all my bat reps until this came out.
I bought it for myself as a Christmas present at a San Antonio tournament that
So
he came
good.
to. So, alrighty, so let's get in. I don't have any start of game stuff. Do you have any start of game? Oh, sorry. I'm taking a redirect from Unity, and I'm taking a redirect from Kyrsta Agate.
Oh, redirect heavy.
I suspect that your damage potential is likely to come from your squads and not your IST.
That is very true. I am replacing a redirect with a salvo with local fire control.
I actually thought that was really interesting when you did it the other day. So we'll dig into why you did that in a little bit, because I run a very similar IST build, and I always toss the contain.
So the reason why I only do the contain if my opponent has a lot of specialty crits.
Mm-hmm.
But I've run it a couple times where I've ditched the contain instead, even against the normal fleet, and I've gotten some absolutely crippling crit effects that have destroyed me. I'm like, you know what, I think it's good just to keep it just in case and if anything, I can use it as a throwaway if I face Palpatine on the opposite side of the table.
Fair enough. Like I said, it's one of those things where I was just kind of curious.
Yeah.
About it, because
but if I see a lot of APTs or like blue crits and stuff, I'm like, no, I'm just tossing the contain. It's not going to do any good anyway.
For me, like my priority is keeping as much damage on the shields as I can with my ISD, and so and I usually run it with Reva, so I can get the salvo back, or I can get the brace back, and so.
Oh no, Reva is great. The problem is I can't put anybody but Vanto on my Chimera. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
The themed fleets are real.
Gotta do it.
So my dials are set. I am good to go. Do you have any start of ship phase things that you need to do?
Not doing any Thrawn or fleet commands at the moment.
Alrighty. Well, then you can start us off.
Yeah, so we'll start with Woldar on the suppressor. It's a navigate.
Yep.
I will use that dial. Probably going to speed up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in here.
Just so you know, you see the sideboard where with like the score reporting and stuff.
That's right. This is a much easier way to do it.
There you go. I've very much taken to using that, because it's just the buttons are so small on the tool unless you just get really really close. So.
Yeah, Alan really introduced that to me yesterday.
Nope. There you go.
Oh, that switches the side. Gotcha. And then you do the actual things.
Yeah. Yeah, so the M's switch the side, and then the arrows are the 0 speed maneuvers.
Yep, so take an extra click at the 2. And dang it.
You gotta hit move to
Let's try this again.
there you go.
Boom, boom, and then move. And then done. There we go.
Alrighty, well, I am sure I am going to shock you by having a squad command on Adara Talon.
Yeah,
So,
totally shocked.
Totally shocked.
And for those that are just joining, we actually got a lot of viewers right now. We've got 12 viewers at the moment. If you're just joining us and you guys saw TXO or you don't, this list is absolutely brutal that I'm going up against. And my goal here is to get a good loss. I want to try to get a 5-6. Let's try to lose as good as possible, because sometimes you just face lists that are just tough. And I have no expectations of winning. It's a matter of mitigating the damage if I was actually playing in a tournament and being able to move on to the next round.
So just so that I'm being so I activated the first VCX, moved it here, and I used strategic to move the token from here to here, and then I'm relaying to the second VCX.
Very good.
So that I can just so that everybody is clear on what's happening and why and all that jazz.
Right.
So then here and then and then I put on attack, and then so I can move it to anywhere touching this circle.
Very good.
So it is a long way.
Oh yeah. Well, strategic is so good. It actually, when you actually how it actually works, you can move tokens a pretty significant distance.
Yes. So I will go ahead and untap this gentleman with a Dar Talon and go from there. Over to you.
Very good. So we will go ahead and do the Chimera. Thrawn, it's an engineering, taking a token. And staying at speed 2.
You saw I put it on Facebook today, on the Armada the channel.
Oh yes. I in anticipation of what was happening. It was a good preview. That way, people can be ready for what's coming.
Yeah.
Since I'm doing this new, I don't think I should like that. I'm wanting to do this more often. I need to do better at giving people enough advance notice whenever, because a lot of this scheduling happens like kind of sort of last minute, just so that people have enough advance notice so they can play, and if they want to actually, watch it live.
Mm-hmm.
For those that are wondering, yes, it has been about a week and a half since you've seen an actual live video on the table. I do have raw footage on my computer ready to be edited. It's a matter of me getting the editing done, so I'm working on that now.
Alrighty, let's see. Alright. Sorry, I was just throwing the link into general chat on the TTS Discord, so. Alright. Alright, so you went with the ISD, you said?
Yes. Yep.
And yeah, okay, so we're there. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the transport.
Yeah, I know what it's like to have to work with multiple screens.
Alright, so I'm going to take a token, and then you can move this to anywhere at range 2. So all it has to do is touch this circle.
So I click move to get it to go?
Click move, and then you just has to touch the circle somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's futile, but...
We'll
play the game.
Poor Nick got so frustrated with me by the end of the game. He was like, doesn't even matter.
Not when you got strategic squads.
Yeah, so, alright, so I'm going to token this, take it as a token, and then I will send it to Mr. Adar Talon. Especially
when you have Adar Talon. Because you can basically do a strategic 3 times.
Yes. Yeah, it's brutality, man. It really it's just brutality. That's the reality of this.
Oh yes.
All right, over to you. Your last one.
Okay, so Palpatine, navigate. I'll use that dial. We'll speed up to 2. Almost feel like I have to do this to avoid the ram.
Yeah, I was when you placed Chimera where it was, I was like, you're gonna have some kind of issue, with the with what's going on.
It's mainly, actually I should be able to just go straight. So the I positioned him that way mainly because, one, just in case you set up where you are, so I can easily, don't have to worry about aligning. But if you decide to line up across from me, I could then do a navigate in my first style and turn hard. But anyway, I anticipated you were going for the corner based on the way your GR75s are lined up.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's really there's not a whole lot of subtlety to this list. I mean, so I guess one of the things I wanted to tell you, like, because I went and watched the stream of my match versus Berserdo for the final round. I knew exactly how many points that I needed. I needed a win of 60 MOV, and it guaranteed me the tournament. That is all I needed to win that tournament, and I knew it before he selected his thing.
Well, and so I knew he wasn't going to have a chance because an Onager can't do enough damage to a Starhawk by itself.
No, and so Ryan had a just terrible choice to make, and he made the choice of thinking. He made the choice that he would try and go and win because that was the only way he was going to win the tournament. Because otherwise, he could play for second and play conservatively, but to have any chance of winning, he had to be aggressive, and it just didn't work out. The math just wasn't there.
Yeah, so and it's one of those where I would have no idea what I would choose in the moment if I was top table in first place.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's like, because if you play for second, you'll still get good prizes, but he played to win, and I think he dropped out of the top 4, right? So
yeah, it dropped down to 5th.
Oh, that was rough. That was tough.
Yeah,
I felt so bad.
It's a tough call to make, but like once he did what he did, I had no choice but to go at him. So you can move that token where you like, by the way.
This one here. Yep. So my futile moves. There. Oh, and hey, how's it going, Mariano? How's it going down there in Australia? Sounds like you've got that as you're working. I do that a lot when I'm sitting at my desk at my real work. I'll just listen to podcasts or live streams of stuff. And
I do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I do absolutely the same thing. So, all right. I will just go straight forward for now. Because why not? All right, so that is all the ships.
Did you pick up your victory token? Okay, yeah.
I'm just about to do that. Yeah. You, sir, get to move the first 2 squads.
Yeah, time for squadrons. Let's start with Jendin. Actually, first, before I do this, let's be smart about this. I don't know how bold you're going to be. Where can Shara get to?
That is always the question, my friend.
Yep.
Where can Shara go?
Yeah, because people have very different ways of playing her. The way I play her is that if I'm seeing a bomber ball like I have on my end,
I throw her away.
I throw away.
I mean, you saw me throw her away in TXO. So I guess knowing that I knew going in exactly what I needed. What does that color what you saw while you were commentating the last match?
No, and I will say because I had sort of figured it out as well what you needed, and it's one of those where you are basically playing to you're playing to kill the Onager, and if you do that and mitigate your squad losses, you're gonna win no matter what.
Yes,
and that's all you needed to do, and so. But just in general with Shara, the way I play her is that I always play that she is designed to die, but to slow down an enemy squad ball for a turn or two.
That's exactly what her is. So you want to move one more, and then we'll...
Yep, sorry, I'm getting distracted talking sometimes.
If
you get me going, I will forget what I'm doing, and people watching the stream are like, what are these camera angles you're doing, Ben? Oh, don't mind me. I don't know what I'm doing here with live streaming. All this stuff you guys are seeing is live footage without me actually cutting in the editing room.
I guess the one thing here that I made a conscious effort of is like, there's no way, like, I did everything in my power to make it so that I could not win by less than an 8-3.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not a very nice thing to do, but it is like this isn't like there were a number of people that were like I don't ever want to see you bring this to a casual game night. And I was like, I would never bring this to a casual game night. There's no reason to bring a list like this to a casual game night.
Yeah, and that's the thing with tournament lists. Tournament lists, I mean, you know, I don't know if I'll ever bring a hardcore list because that's just, you know, but if I ever do, I will definitely go for broke, ready to play. You know, and that's like just part of playing tournament.
Like this was a list that I consciously did everything I could to win before I got to the game. So I often talk to people, especially newer players, is that there's a lot of ways to lose a game of Armada. You know, you can lose a game of Armada while you make your list, because if you make your list and you get matched up against somebody that just their list is just better than yours, or it counters your list completely, then you lost before you even got your stuff out of your carrier, right? Yep. Like before you set your ships down on the table. So you can hit done there. A
lot of it has to do with, and also the expectations going in. Like right now, when it comes to my competitive play, because this is actually going to be my third one I've done when I go to LSO, or I guess I'll have the online one next week. But I'm still playing.
And I mean, you got into the day 2.
You could say narrative competitively. Yeah. And last year I got to the day 2, and I was so excited. Barely by the skin of my teeth.
Like that's
my goal again this year, is just to get to day 2, and you know that's my ultimate goal.
I mean, that was my goal last year at LSO. Was all I wanted to do was get to day 2, and that was the goal. Go ahead. That was my goal. I want to get to day 2, period. And I managed that, and I was perfectly happy with that. You know, did I wish I did a little better on day 2? Absolutely. You're fine. That's just where she can get to. So, you know, did I wish that I did better on day 2? Absolutely. But that's what, you know, that was the first time I'd ever been in a 2-day tournament, and certainly the first time I'd ever played 4 games in one day. And I really did not anticipate just how draining 4 games in one day was at LSO last year.
I'll tell you what, I was so excited that I got to day 2, and then I played Alan, and played one of the worst games of my life.
I got annihilated.
That was such a terrible game
on day 2. So like I know exactly what you're talking about. Like I faced an Admiral and just got blown to smithereens, and I was like, oh well, that fixes that.
Right. It made it easy for my final 2 games. I could just have fun because I was like, well, now I have no chance.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it's just one of those things where you do what you can do, and you have fun with it, and call it good, right? I mean, like that's all you can really do. So, all right, there you go. And then
so I'm assuming I was right in the live stream when I mentioned the reason why you have the Z95 is just for even deployment drops.
Yes, it's for that. It's for the 8th. It is for the 8th deployment. But I swear to God, man, that Z95 sometimes it works miracles. I mean, you saw on stream I rolled 5 damage with that thing against Saber Squad, and I was like, yeah, boy.
I was like, what is this? That is so insulting.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. It was great. I literally could not have asked for more. So now here's the question: is it worth it to me to throw Shara in now and lock down 3? I guess I could theoretically lock down. Yeah, I guess I could lock down 4.
Well, 3 because Merrick has grit, but yeah.
Yeah. That unfortunately, that's just not really worth it yet. So I think that's probably not the call. But we'll just go ahead and
I tell you what, it takes it out of you, Mariano. The in-person stuff is got to make sure you I always pack a lot of snacks in my backpack and make sure I get a lot of hydration and sit down as often as I can.
Oh yeah, no, and take and definitely take ibuprofen. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I think I had to do Advil at Las Vegas for sure.
Yeah, it's just necessary.
So I'm
going to
go ahead
and do that.
Okay.
And I'll lock down this bomber and that defender, and we'll go from there. So.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty. So that is the end of turn 1. Dun, dun, dun. All right.
Very
and
good.
That will take us solidly into turn 2.
It will. So let's see what I want to do here. keep this. Nope, wrong button. That's what I need. Oh, hang on. No, we need this. Okay. Alright, so I am not going to do any fleet commands, but I am going to reveal, if I reveal the right one here, yep, a Thrawn squad dial.
Okay. Thrawn squad dial. Alright, so yeah, you can go first, sir.
Yes, so, let's see, we got Dash is this guy on with the yellow, right? And then
Dash is that
Lando
guy with the
in
yellow,
back. Mm-hmm. Keeping Lando protected. I see how it is.
Trying.
That's not a bad. I mean, of course, that's a smart move. Tell you what, he's my priority target number one when it comes to your squads, because I know what he can do.
Yeah.
Not just to my squads, but to ships.
Yes. No. Give him a chance, and he'll just eat your Palpatine Gazanti.
Yes. Well, he'll do significant work on my Star Destroyer. I've had that happen before.
That he will.
So speaking of Palpatine Gazanti, we are going to go with Palpatine.
Okay.
And it is a navigate. We will use the dial and use the Thrawn squad dial.
That does give you...
Yep, so get victory token, and you get to move that long ways away from me.
Yeah, it really comes down to, if you don't have strategic, you're going to get 1 token per... Or you're going to really... As first player, you're really only going to get 1 token per objective marker.
Yep.
Because unless you turn the Star Destroyer out and risk it going off the board, it's not really possible to get that one again.
Nah, it's not even worth it. So we're gonna activate my 2 defenders here, and we are gonna try to deal with Shara.
Okay.
So we'll do this one first. That's already locked in with her.
Okay.
So we have got 2 blacks and 2 blues,
Let's do it.
and then we will lock down these, and then Commander Woldar re-roll this blue crit. Oh, lock down
I'll
both.
take
Take 2.
Take 2. Take 2, they're small. Alright. And then we will do 1 damage.
Oh, man.
This is you're getting used to my rolls. My rolls suck.
Yeah. I'm just is Shara gonna go out like a chump? I have respect for Shara. I don't.
Would very, very sad if she did, but we'll see.
We're just gonna move this defender like so, and do the same thing.
Let's see it.
Blues and 2 blacks. Can we get some accuracies again? Oh, and then we will Commander Woldar. Oh, come on! Stop your
I'll
scatter.
brace that.
Dang it! I thought I was gonna get her. There she goes. There she goes. Almost got the perfect 2 hit on her.
Almost.
Yep. All right. So
make
then
your choice.
movement. How far can Lando go?
Not very far.
Yeah. Speed 3, Millennium Falcon. Let me see what I got here.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where I have to start hitting you early. Otherwise, the farming will just get out of control. Yep, we're going to speed up to 3 and do this.
Yep. Alrighty. Will Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go with blue. He has a squad, so you can move this at range 2. Alright, I take a token. And then obviously my first one is gonna be this guy. There. Done with that, and let's see. I think that's going to be it, and we're just going to do that and switch that over with Adar.
Sounds
so
good.
Over to you.
Is blue at 0?
Oh, sorry. I got a speed one. You're right. There you go.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go with Woldar. Navigate. We will just use... We're actually going to take a token with that one. I'm not going to need to bow on him. And use the Thrawn squad tile. So first... Yep, we're going to use Jindin. We're going to move him first.
Okay.
And we shall move him. Actually, before I do that, let's do this in the right order here. How far can your YTs get? Okay. How scared do I want to be?
I don't know. How scared do you want to be?
Yeah. I can't be too conservative. I'm gonna have to engage them eventually, so I'm gonna move Jindin up here. And then he is going to tell the 5 health defender over here to attack Shara again.
Got it.
Mako, this is actually neither of those. This is Sensor Net. So is what we are playing.
No whammies. No whammies.
Alright, let's get some accuracy.
No whammies.
There
there you go. All right, you got him.
And
all right, you can take that damage back. Wow.
This defender
Shara
apparently had the secret sauce.
I guess so. Good heavens.
All right.
There you go.
And then I think I am going to. Do I want to? That's no, not without support. So I'm actually not going to do any other squads with that.
All right.
Just gonna
no more
leave
squads.
It. Hey Alex, what's going on, man? Empire is in for a rough match. This is going to be. I'm trying to lose not badly. There is no expectation of victory for this game. So this is going to be. This is basically a test of what would I do if I saw this in an actual tournament, and how would I deal with it. All right. So currently going speed 2. Actually, don't need to adjust anything. I'll just go straight.
2 forward to victory.
Yes.
All right. So I will go with this guy. He's got a nav. He's going to token it and for himself. And you can move this to anywhere within range 2.
Yep, my just continuing my exercise of futility. It's like the dude pushing up the rock up the hill all the time. Whatever his name
Sisyphus?
is. Sisyphus, yeah, there it is.
Your task is Sisyphean.
Yes, it is very much so. It's right. I have to do destruction while not losing Thrawn. That's the try and make this close.
I mean, that's the thing. Is like it's one of those things where I really have no particular need to shoot at or kill your ISD to get a good outcome.
No.
And that's what makes this. That's what really makes this list just awful. Is like it's like, okay, I don't need to fight you. Over to you.
All right, with Thrawn, he is going to reveal. Yeah, I think he probably preempted that Thrawn dial too soon, but that's okay. So it's a navigate dial. I'm actually going to use the Thrawn squad dial just to take a token. I don't want to activate my squads yet. So for my navigating,
Are you gonna go up to 3?
yeah, definitely going up to 3 for sure.
Cool.
I think I've got a nice little. I want to turn a little bit. Yeah, we're just gonna do that.
All right.
Pretty basic.
Okay. And you're up to 3. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my Starhawk. He's got a nav. He's gonna keep it. You can move this one up to range 2. Yet another token for you to move, Ben.
This one here.
Yeah.
Ah, well, let's
That one
move
right
it-
there.
We'll move it up a little bit. How about that?
Alrighty. Let's see. So, I do not believe I have anything to shoot at because you have declined to allow me to do that. So.
Yeah. So Mako, that's actually not. I don't think that's the right way to go because if I just run away and let the match go the way it goes, I'll lose a 10-1, and
It's not quite a 10-1, but it's bad.
be like a 9. It'd be 9-2 if you just farmed.
Yes,
and I
it
just
would
run
be a
away.
9-2. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's no way. I mean, if I have expectations of wanting to make the second day for like a 20-player tournament, I can afford 1-2-9 loss, but then I have to really kill it the rest of the way. So it's one of those. I got to be able to play for good losses when I get bad matchups.
All right, over to you. You have the first 2 squads to move.
Some squads.
Oh, and I get another token.
And let's go with.
I should have 5. Yes, 5.
Defenders. There's one there. Second one. Not defenders, but these are bombers.
Bombers, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, number 1 is going to be this gentleman right here. Because he was so kind to be a Dard. So, we'll go ahead and move him to right there. And we just need to make sure that this guy goes to right there. Like so. And then this guy will come up to right there. He will move this to right back here. Like so. Over to you.
Yeah,
I love that
there's
they can do that without having to activate.
Oh no, strategic is really good. If you build your fleet around it, it's very powerful. It's a very powerful build. I've only done it a couple times in my life, doing a strategic based build around lambdas.
Yeah.
And I will say, in our local area here in Northwest Arkansas, most people are casual players, and the couple times I brought it out, I just absolutely destroyed the people playing because they had no idea how to handle it. So it just wasn't fun anymore, so I'm just like, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah, no, it's
not...
definitely one of those things where you don't do it like you have to do. You have people that are that. You do it to people who are playing seriously, and and that's about it.
Yeah. Agreed. Move Merrick. So. Okay.
Okay. Spicy.
Yeah, but had a couple of people comment in the comments that should just take advanced gunnery and run away. Which, I mean, that would be an actual...
Yeah.
If that was actually in real life, I mean, that would be a really boring live stream, though. So, but in real life, if I see you in Texas and you're bringing this list, I probably would do that. Just take advanced gunnery, just run away, take the 5.6 guaranteed, and just move on.
Over to you. Last one.
I mean, I think that is the smartest strategic play.
So again, like I was saying earlier, like it is very easy to say I am going to take advanced gunnery and run away and take a 5.6, but the reality is, like, if I feel like that, if I get the impression that that's what you're going to do, I have no real need to deploy away from you with the Starhawk. So if you start deploying to go into the corner, I just try and shove you against a board edge and say, okay, well. I'm going to trap you against the board edge and kill a few things and get a 7.4, because all I need is 60 to get a 7.4. So like I said, it's easy to say I am going to run away and get a 5.6. Actually pulling it off is a lot harder than just saying it out loud, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I will say though, if you're running Imperials, especially with Star Destroyers, and just run navs, Starhawk's never going to catch you, regardless of how you deploy.
It really depends. Like all I'm saying is, like, it's a lot easier to say that out loud than it is to pull it off. So
yeah, it's the old cliche of, you know, armchair quarterbacking. You know, it's theory crafting. You know, putting into practice is a big difference. Which is why I'm glad I was able to play against Scott last week against the SSD, because I talk shit about SSDs all the time and how to beat them, and it was nice to actually be able to put it into practice for real. Yeah, to get someone that knew how to fly them.
SSDs are one of those things where you just have to. It's an obstacle that you need to know how to deal with to play Armada seriously, and some people just have a thing about playing it. So
well, it's an intimidation factor. It's like the honor guard. Most people, when they see an honor guard, they get intimidated, or an SSD, get intimidated.
No question.
Still, I maintain that they're not unbeatable, and as long as you don't get intimidated by them, they are very beatable.
I agree. So over to my dials are set.
Oh, we're going into so
turn 3.
I need to think about. So this Thrawn dial's gone. All right, how do I want to do this turn? You're never gonna give me.
So we're still at a 6.5, if you were curious.
It's about to change soon as you keep farming more stuff.
That's the hope, anyway.
Yeah, that's definitely about to change. So... Okay, so not quite. I didn't deploy those right. Oh, I'm sorry, I just need to think of... So for those that are watching, since we're in the...
How many do we have watching, by the way?
Currently we're at 11. We've been fluctuating between 11 and 14.
That's a pretty good number.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. And it's one of those where I actually get a lot of views after the live stream goes down. Like the TXOs that I comment on, usually average around 180 to 200 views after the fact for rewatches, which is pretty nice.
That's awesome.
So basically, for those that are watching, what I'm deciding here, just to talk it through, I'm deciding, do I want to try to go in and engage a ship? And if I want to commit, do I want to actually go and hit the Starhawk? But if I do that now, Paul will be able to counter me with his YTs and Lando. Or do I want to go in and start engaging that squad ball right away and see if I can't do an alpha strike and maybe drop a YT or two, or maybe even get lucky against Dash or something? So I just have to decide. Now is where you choose. Do you focus on the Starhawk, or do you ignore it and try to kill other stuff and not let your big ship die? Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. So we'll see how this works out.
'Tis the time.
It is the time. Double check my commands here so I don't do this incorrectly. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have to do that a million times. I already know. That.
It's funny because in a lot of ways this is a kind of a mirror, right? And you set it up deliberately like that, with the both of us having one main ship and the squads, and as well as the two flotillas. But
yeah, I deliberately set it up this way because I just want to see if I can make it work, a mirror match.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, if I was running my dual ISD2 list, I'd just be rushing your Starhawk out the gate at speed 3 and just try to drop
it. And against your dual ISD list, I would have 2 braces, right?
Yes, exactly. You definitely pick the double brace in that one for sure.
And you take the double brace and you just say, okay, bring it.
And then it's a fight between my firepower versus your healing potential against your firepower. How many ISDs do I lose in the process?
Yes, essentially. So,
all right,
over to you.
Yep. So we're gonna switch to take evasive action.
Okay.
I didn't mean to delete that, but anyway, if I need it again, I'll pull it back up. Oh crap! I forgot to do Vanto last turn. That's I'm like, where's my nav token?
Yikes!
So I will not be activating take evasive action because I forgot to do my nav token. Gotta remember your cards, folks. Yeah, well, I should. I gotta get in the habit of that to remember. So
Vanto's timing is very, very odd because I've played along with him with Piet quite a bit.
Yeah.
But you have to like there's a very specific timing for how he works.
It's your first command that you execute, and
yeah.
Usually, when it's at the top of my phase, it's easy for me to remember. But it's whenever I'm doing nav commands.
Navs, yeah, exactly.
I sometimes forget, but I don't think it's going to kill me, so that's fine. But we'll just set that up for next turn. I won't forget this time. And I am going to reveal a Thrawn dial. Yep. Make sure it's the right one. Nope, not that one. So you know what I got coming up. It's going to be a squadron dial.
Okay.
And we will start with... Yeah, I think we're going to start with... Commander Woldar.
Okay.
Yep, Commander Woldar. So, it is a nav command, and we will use the dial. I already have the token anyway.
Okay.
And we are going to see if we can't drop one of these VCXs. And about like so. Make sure I'm still at. Yep. All right. 2 blues, 2 blacks.
Yep.
4 damage.
Dang!
Defenders are going hot this game. It's always a good sign when that happens. It's really bad when they don't, which happened in Las Vegas against one of my... my defenders never rolled more than 2 damage in a game in Las Vegas, which was horrific.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like, it took me 3 defenders to kill 1 Hyena Bomber Squad in a single activation.
That's brutal.
And you can't do anything when that happens. There's just no way to... Alright, and then just touch as close as I can there. Now I would love if we can do that again and just eliminate a VCX.
That would be big for you.
It would be huge. Come on! And then we will Commander Woldar this blue. Earn your keep, Mr. Woldar. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that was very fortunate.
How about that? That was very fortunate for you. All right.
Yes.
So, all right. Then you can move your guy.
Yeah, so currently it's speed 2 and a lot of maneuvering options that if I want to do them. I think what I'm going to do, let's get this set up first, I definitely like this little, I don't think we call it like a macro or something.
What's that? Oh,
This little dice ruler thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the ruler thing is very handy.
Actually, before I do this, just Starhawk go on speed 1 right now.
Yes, everything's going speed 1.
Oops. I think I'm just going to use the dial. And drop down to speed 1.
Alright.
So that's it.
Alrighty. Well, I will activate Blue. He's got a squadrons. So you can move this one where you like. Okay. Now I'll activate this guy. Like so.
Yeah, Alex, you need to come to our local Ozark Mountain Tournament Series, the 25th at Gear Faithful, man. And if you need stuff, I got tons of stuff. Just give me a heads up of what fleet you might want to run. And we keep it casual at those tournaments, just for people to learn how to play tournament style. So let me know if you're available the 25th, Alex, and let me know what fleet you want to bring, and I can put some models together for you.
Alrighty. So my Z95 is going to go in here against your TIE Defender.
Okay.
And we will go to town.
Don't do your thing. Oh my god, he did. That was the 3 damage one?
That's 3 damage one, yeah.
Gosh, it's just wrong. And the Z95 kills interceptors and kills defenders. It shouldn't happen. It just shouldn't happen.
It's brutal, man.
It's not right.
Alright, so we move forward 1. Yeah, move forward 1. Do I want to? Yeah, I'll spend my token and go up to 2.
Okay.
And over to you.
We're
I
on
untapped to this VCX, by the way.
Yep, with 8R. We're at round 3, right?
I feel like that the well, I guess the Empire Gasanti is trucking along at speed 3, so.
It is. Let's double check some ranges here. We'll go ahead and go with Palpatine.
Okay.
Navigate dial. We'll use the dial. Use the Thrawn squad command as a token, actually.
Okay.
Unless you're in range. Are you in range of this guy?
No, I made sure not to be.
Yep, so we will actually take a token with that squad command.
Yeah, I was very careful not to
Yes.
be in range there. If that Z95 doesn't do anything the rest of the game, he was worth the point.
He killed it. He killed a 7-point squad, killed a 16-point squad. He did all he needed to do. There's nothing else he needs to
do. He has nothing left to prove.
No, absolutely not. So,
there slow down to 2?
What am I at? 3 currently. Yeah, probably going to slow down to 2. Extra click at the 2 from the dial.
All right. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go with who do I want to go with? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the comsat guy. He's got a squadrons. He's gonna go ahead and use it. So you can move this to where you like. Alright. And so then I will go ahead and use this one to start. Put it right about here. And there we go. And then I will come in here and bring in Lando to right here. Like so. Lando will spend a brace to shoot the front of your guy here. With the red and the blue.
Is this going into...
this is going into Palpatine.
Palpatine, okay. Palpatine taking a hit.
So we'll do that, and then I will set this one to a double. And with his ability, by deleting the token that he spent.
Okay, so that means now even a scatter won't affect that double, right?
That's correct. So you're going to take a minimum of 2 damage.
Yeah. Well, we'll evade it. Reroll the blue. I'm about to take a hit from this Starhawk, but survive as long as I can before Palpatine goes down. So we will just go ahead and spend the scatter and take 2.
All right.
So that and a face down.
Okay. I'm going to stay at speed 1 with this guy.
Okay.
And over to you for your ISD. Moment of truth.
Yeah, so Thrawn is going to be a navigate dial. We will use the squad dial, but not the token.
Okay.
And so squadrons first. Let's see how good Vader actually is against named squads. Right on the edge there. Mr. Lando, you annoying degenerate gambler. Your time has come, or we shall see if it has come. Alright. To Mr. Lando. I will leave that extra brace. Take 4.
Alright. Not a lot I can do about that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then we will do Jind in here. Actually, how do I? Oh, that's his. That is his range, right? His distance 2 range. That little thing. There?
That's his distance 1 range.
Oh, distance 1 range. How do you adjust?
So if you want distance 2, just go down here and do Rhymer.
Oh, where'd you click that?
So you see it says toggle Rhymer snipe range.
I'm not trying to toggle snipe. I'm just trying to. Oh, just and this is just.
So snipe is the same as distance 2 for
Oh,
him
gotcha.
to.
There we go. Okay, perfect. Well, actually, he doesn't even have to move yet. I think he's got him.
He does not. Yep, he does.
Yeah. Well, that was. Well, I'll actually have him attack first, and then I'll decide where I want to move him. I wish I could say I did that on purpose, guys. That was totally unintentional. All right, Vader, do your thing again. Actually, 3 damage, and there it is.
Damn. That is some hot rolling. That
Yeah,
you've had
my
with your
squad
here.
dice have been hot, and that's what I need. Before he moves. Although, if you're attacking Jendon, I'm fine with that. That means you're not attacking Vader. So we'll actually let's just get him right up here into the mix.
Okay.
And done, and that, and then lastly we'll do Merrick. I'll send Merrick in after this. How dare you, Z95, kill one of our elite TIE Defender pilots? You have no right doing that. Who do you think you are, Lieutenant Blount? And Merrick. Wow, that was actually not what I needed.
That's the worst roll that you could possibly
It's the
have.
one I could have worst hoped for. So, fortunately, Commander Woldar, do your thing! There it is.
Oh, there you go, you got him.
Commander Woldar earning his points this game. There are a lot of games where he
Yes,
doesn't
yes.
earn his points. This game, he's earning them. So
Yeah,
after
he's
that,
doing well.
yes. So after that squad activation, remember this time take a nav token from Bonto.
Yep.
And then currently speed 3, I've got a dial, and we'll see what I want to do here. Currently speed 3.
Well, you can only go one joint there.
Yeah.
I sense ramming in your future.
Oh, I don't think so. I think I can do that.
Alrighty.
Yep. Stay at 3, extra click at the 1. And
Alright.
if those in chat haven't figured it out yet, I am deciding to go for the Starhawk. If you haven't been able to tell the fact that I decided to run right into its face.
Yeah, that is definitely what's going on here. All right, so let's go ahead and we will say that all I have left is the Starhawk. So I have a nav dial, which I will go ahead and use. So you can move this where you like at range 2. Alright. Alright. Just checking ranges, that's all. Alright, I'm going to keep the nav as a dial, so let's see. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and go with what is it that I wish to shoot at? That is a really good question. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shoot. The first thing is going to be a flak shot out my front at Defender, moving my way to Merrick. So Defender, starting with the generic and then sweeping this way towards Merrick. So we will go with the Defender first.
Okay.
We will reroll with LTT for 1.
1 goes down to 3.
And then Jendon. Reroll with LTT for nothing. Vader. Reroll with LTT for 2 on Vader.
For 2. We'll embrace.
Okay.
For 1.
And then Merrick. 3 on Merrick.
Wow. Merrick's time. And he's about to potentially eat. Race to 2. Eat some Dash Rendar in YT 2400.
Yeah, that is likely here. So. Should be at 9. Yes. 9? No, 8. 8. Alright, so, we're on turn 3. Okay, so, with my side arc shot, I will go ahead and shoot at...
Yeah, Starhawk Mark II is so nice. I love its side arc. 3 red, 2 blue. Actually, 3 blue
Yeah,
for
I'm
you.
gonna shoot one red at Merrick on the side arc.
1 red?
1 red, because it's obstructed.
Oh, I didn't notice the station there. Oh, gotcha.
Well, LTT for 1.
I will brace that to half and round it up to 1.
I mean, if you want to burn your other brace, I am totally okay with it.
Nah, we're good.
All right, so we're just going to do something like this. And you can put the Merrick and the generic where you like. Or sorry, Jendon and the generic where you like on my base.
Jendon and the generic. So we will put Jendon there.
I believe I have to spend a token for suppressor.
That is correct. Actually, and I get to pick it, but it's not going to
you do?
matter. Yep, I actually get to pick. We'll say your brace, but you know, nothing's coming at you this round
Okay.
because I don't have any more rogues. No, we're actually. Take that back. Keep him over here. Very good.
Alrighty.
Squad phase, I believe.
Squad phase, yeah, so you get your first 2 squads. You've got your bombers back here.
Yes, I'm just taking your ranges of YT. Looking at your threat range.
All good.
So we're going to do Rhymer. Over here. And a bomber. Like so.
Alright. Well, I'm going to bring this guy in right here. And he will shoot at Merrick for 4 blues. I will lock both your tokens and do 2.
Okay. Eric's
This
going
guy-
down.
Is going to come in here. And he will shoot at Merrick as well.
Okay. Got him.
Murdering him violently.
Yes.
Alright, and then Dash will come in, and Dash will... Dash will shoot at the generic defender.
Gotcha.
I will re-roll 3 dice, because I'm engaged with the 2 ships and the 2 squads. And I'll murder the defender.
Got what you needed.
Got what I needed. Alright, so then your last bomber.
Yep. You will move over like so.
Alrighty. will. That takes us to round 4. Sorry, I should have done dash after your bomber, but I don't think anything.
It would not
really
have changed anything. No.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay.
My dials are set.
Let's see what my last ought to be. Because I can just do that. We're gonna do.
Scores haven't updated.
Still pretty close, but I'm sure that's soon to change. Let's see. Alright. We will. I don't know how much good it's going to do me. It could help, actually. Activate take evasive action with my nav token.
Okay.
And no Thrawn dial.
Alright.
And we are.
Off to the races.
Yeah. Going to start with Thrawn. It is a squadron command. We will use the dial plus token to get all 5 of my squads.
Mm-hmm.
And we will start with Vader. Gonna start working on this, and I think if I can take out Dash, that'd be huge. So I'm gonna shoot at Dash, especially since crits count as damage. This is actually the first time that I've used Vader against aces. He usually dies before I get that chance.
Well, it was if Vader had done I'll brace that to whatever it's gonna be.
Oh, you have 2 braces, right?
Yeah, I have 2 braces.
Yep. So no reason to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 3.
So
Yep.
3. I thought about going for Vader, but Merrick was on 3, and the Defender was on 3. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna get stuff off the board.
Oh no! Well, I mean, no. You have to go for the kills. You got to
even though I know that Vader is more dangerous, so it was like, okay, well.
Yeah, you definitely got to get the kills. We'll go with Jendon next and tell Vader to do that same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, just do that same thing again.
I mean, your rolls, like that was one short of the maximum theoretical damage for Vader. Like it's like, okay, like.
Well, I should have re-rolled the red because it would have been the same difference. So. Yeah, we will lock these down. And Vader re-roll the black. Adept. And then
so
we
brace
will...
it to 2.
Well, Commander Woldar.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me? 3 straight blacks!
I mean, considering your other rolls...
Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad. I've been rolling really hot. I've been
not get crazy.
I've been rolling really hot. I can't be mad.
All right.
Well, I can be mad, but I can't be mad if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Let's see.
I got you. Family.
Yep. So we are gonna then move Jendon onto the station.
Guess he could heal one if he. I don't know. He didn't even take a damage, so.
No, I'm just going for you can't lock me down stuff.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. All right.
Now
So.
I got 3 bombers to go with next.
Yep.
I
forgot you activated the SSD or the ISD. Excuse me.
Yep, it's the ISD going. Yeah. We are gonna go with Major Reimer.
Okay.
He's gonna come in, see if we can't finish off.
Oh, poor Dash.
Finish off Dash.
What does he have?
He
What?
gets a blue black.
Blue black. Okay.
Yep. And
Alright,
there we
you got
go.
Here, I thought he was gonna survive.
Then this TIE bomber. We're gonna start working on this. YT-2400. One black. For one.
For one. All right.
And then the other TIE bomber.
Hot in there.
On the same one. For one black. For one.
Alrighty.
And then for shooting, we are actually going to flak at
Alright.
YT that I've already hit.
Alrighty.
So, double blue. For two.
Wow. And then the other one?
I don't think I was in... Was I in range? Oh, I was in range. I was looking at the wrong range band. And the other one... For one.
Alrighty.
Now for movement. I don't think I'm gonna get around you.
I'd be very shocked if you could.
And if I had a nav dial, I think I could make it work, but I don't. Now with take evasive, ooh, that'd be close. I might try that. Yeah, if I had a nav dial, I could do that. Well, that wouldn't work either. So yeah, I think I'll try it, but I think I'll still hit you. But we'll see what happens.
Alright. Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I was
Bump.
very close.
Alright, so I will take a hit.
And face down for me as well.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. I will activate blue. Blue has a squadrons. He will go ahead and use it, and you can move this at range 2, where you like.
So over here.
Okay, you moved it to there? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so then my first activation is going to be this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to come over and just move up a little bit to shoot at Vader.
Shoot at Beta, come on in.
4 blues. I will lock his tokens and do 1.
Down to 4.
No, that's right.
Oh, Reimer, not Reimer. Vader is down to 4.
And then the other one will shoot with a relay, and we'll also do 1.
Down to 3.
Right, and then I will move. Like so. Over to you.
Okay, so we are going to go with Palpatine. This is a navigate dial. Oh no, concentrate fire dial. Sorry, forgot what I picked.
Okay.
And we are going to flak out the front.
Okay.
So we will start with the YT on 2 health.
Okay.
For 1. And then I will concentrate fire in the black.
Okay.
Ah. And then the other guy.
Alright.
For nothing.
Alright.
And move in with the dial. Currently 2. We are gonna probably jump up to 3. That.
Sorry, I'm just gonna check and see if this is in range. It was not. Alright.
And I didn't think the one that's under the Stark was in range of my ISD either.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I figured it was out.
It was not, because it's way back here at the back of the ISD.
Yep, yep.
Or the, excuse me, back of the Starhawk.
Makes sense. Come on, let's be smart about this menu to make room for your other Byzantine. So we'll use take evasive action in the dial at the end.
You gotta use that on the other side. If you're gonna do that.
Yep, other side. Yep, there we go. That's what I meant to do. And move like so.
Alrighty. Moving on up. Alrighty. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna go with the white guy. He has a squads, which he will go ahead and use. He will relay to the one that I adarred to shoot Vader one more time. I will lock your brace and do 2.
Lock my brace and do 2. I'll try to evade one of the hits.
Okay.
Alright, down to 1.
And I will we're gonna bring in the hero
VCX.
VCX to shoot at Vader.
Hero VCX.
For 1.
I will burn my evade. Ah, he's a hero.
Yes. Okay. I was giving up 15 points to do that, and I'm very happy that that's how that worked out. So,
Yep.
all right. Let's see. So if you want to, you have to refresh the scores. You have to do this little refresh thing before the scores will show up. So, and then I have to hit the score again. So we're at a 7-4 at the moment. So, alrighty. That is that. I don't have anything else here, so I am going to speed up to speed 2. And move like that. Alright, you're a suppressor.
Yes, so the suppressor is a concentrate fire. And we will be a flacking.
Flack away.
Yes, so we'll start with your 1 health YT.
Yep.
For 1.
Alright, that's him dead.
And we will go with the other YT. And then we will con fire on this one.
Okay.
Ah, for 1.
Okay.
And then the
are you
VCX.
gonna? Okay.
Yep.
For 1.
For 1. I think I have you double arc.
You do.
And so out the side. For 1.
For 1. There you go.
And then just go on speed 1. I do have a nav token, but I think doing anything else would not be useful. I'll just go straight.
Alright.
Yep, so I'll just undo that real quick.
This one gets run over.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only one that gets run over, it looks like. So we'll just move him to back here. Not that it
Very
really
good.
matters that much.
Yeah.
All right, so Starhawk will go. It's got a nav, which it will keep. Well, you can move this token right here up to range 2.
I will move it here. Where's
All
my
right.
done marker?
Just
there it
hold
is.
on.
There it
It's.
is. I found it.
There you go.
It was kind of hovering in a weird spot.
Yeah, it's when you have to use the raised ones, it gets a little weird. Which is so that if you see the obstacle marker underneath the refresh, if you toggle that, it'll go to raised, which is what I had to do to get it from underneath. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Well, there's no point in being subtle here, so we will shoot my side arc at your front arc of the ISD.
Sounds good.
I will re-roll this one with LTT, and I will lock your salvo, brace, and redirect, and do 3.
I'll just take it.
You don't got a lot of option there.
Well, I do have ECM, but I don't want to waste it on that shot.
Okay, fair enough. All right, and then front arc shot into the front arc of the ISD, and then I will go ahead and Kate, Ken, and Sholin these 2 reds, and I will LTT this guy right here. I will lock your salvo.
You have 2 accuracies.
Oh, I have 2. Okay, salvo and
7.
your. No, hang on. I'm gonna lock your brace and your redirect.
Brace and redirect. Okay. So we will ECM the brace.
Okay.
And then we will contain. So brace to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Take 1 on the shield, 3 internal.
Hey, you gonna salvo me too, or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm not killing the Starhawk this game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to go forward at speed 2 and hit you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're at what? 5 damage? Yeah, 5 damage.
Currently at 5.
Alrighty. There's no squad face because we are we're
Yeah,
beyond the squad face.
We are way beyond it.
We're way beyond squad face. All right. So we will go ahead and just move it on over to turn 5. Guess what? The Starhawk's not going anywhere.
Nope, he's not. Let me see here. He's not really much anymore. Just think about what we're doing here. It's realistic. Alright, so
Oh, you could suppress one of my tokens after I move, but that
Yeah,
was the end of the round. So
yeah, it would not matter. I'm not worried about it. So I'm just thinking about. Alright, so I'm going to swap out take evasive action.
Oh, did you refresh ECM with the repair token or no?
Oh yeah, that's end of round.
Yeah.
Yep, I will be doing that. And then
I'm being nice, Ben.
Yeah. Well, I was deciding on whether or not I wanted to get 6 engineering or if I wanted to
Yeah,
get
no,
my
that is the
CM
question,
back.
but you do
Yeah.
definitely want to think about it.
Yeah. I'm going to actually switch to
Shields to maximum.
Shields to maximum. And
Alright.
then burn it.
Yeah.
So last one for the game.
So we're on round 5, so it's not. So you're losing at most one round of
Yep.
stuff. So.
Well, I just realized that unless spoilers, I don't have navs planned. Unless I had a nav planned, even with take evasive, I'm not getting around your Starhawk, so there's no
Nope.
point in trying to do anything with that.
I mean, I was trying to end up on the station with you double arced, but you didn't come in quite far enough for me to do that. But so this is where I end up.
Yep. And then I am going to reveal my last Thrawn dial, which is an engineering.
Yep. I am ready to go, so you can activate first.
All right. Well, we are going to activate with.
I would bet money that is a squad dial on top of the ISD.
And you would win money. It is squad dial. We are going to do. Engineering first. Well,
Yep.
first, shields to maximum.
Yep.
So I'll
So
raise
get
one
one back
shield
on the front.
here. Then we will do my engineering,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm going to move.
Move 2 from the back and regen 1 on the front.
Yep, I think that is what I'm going to do.
It's a classic Star Destroyer move right there.
It is. Keep those shields fresh. After that
I was happy I got
happens-
through that shield as much as I did last
No,
round.
no, that was your front shot was you got the accuracies you needed, and it was a pretty heavy hit.
Yeah.
So, and then Vance will give me an engineering token after that command goes
That makes
off.
sense.
And now for the squads.
The 3 that are left.
Can some bombers
Kill my YT.
your YT? Let's find out. So we'll start with Reimer.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to start with this regular bomber right here. Take
Yep.
effect. So,
Oh,
black
by the
dice.
way, you can claim a token here. By the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why I moved it there. Look at that. I actually have 2 victory tokens, which is incredible. Look at that. Help mitigate some of this damage, quote unquote. And then, alright, so bomber into YT. Okay, 2 chances. Didn't need it.
Okay, 1.
And then we'll activate this bomber here. Our VCX is heavy.
Yes.
Okay, so then he will move.
They are quite heavy.
Like so. And he will throw in a black. For a hit.
Alright. Just need a good roll from Mr. Reimer.
Yeah. Or I could rely on the flak. Because I do have you double
Or you-
arced. So I'm actually going to have Major Reimer attack your VCX.
Alright.
This might be getting a little bit too greedy.
Eh, you never know.
Yeah.
You got...
So into the VCX. That's not going to do it. And then we'll Commander Woldar the black. For 1.
1.
And then we will have Jendin. Move. Let's get him in the scrum. And tell Major... Actually... Jendin's going to do his own attack.
I was gonna say, he's
Yeah.
got 2 blacks. That's not
he-
bad.
He's actually better. Yep.
We're at the point where Jendin shooting himself is better than commanding somebody else to shoot.
Yes,
it's
it
a
is.
It's a very strange point.
That's where we're at.
Alright,
So
and
2
so
damage.
who is he shooting at the VCX?
VCX. 2 damage. And then we're going to flak out of my ISD.
Okay.
So we'll start with the front shot into the
So
YT.
both are obstructed. So you're gonna do one blue.
Oh, they are obstructed. Out the front.
For 1.
For 1.
There you go.
Then out the side into the YT. For 1.
There you go. You got him.
And then the VCX. For 1.
Good rolling.
I've been
All right.
gonna have to thank Palladian for the coding in this game. And no way to avoid it, so we'll just ram
So
each other.
we'll bump one more time.
Yep. Probably just gonna die to ramming damage.
So what is we've got 2 turns here. I essentially will think what is going to happen here is we can play this out for sure, but you're going to kill the VCX most likely. I'm probably going to kill the ISD, and I'm going to get maybe there might be a couple of tokens moving around. We'll have to see how that works out, but that would be my guess is how all this is going to going to end. But
yep, I'm gonna be crossing my fingers that maybe you roll like crap and the IC doesn't die. But not holding out hope.
Yeah,
not realistic hope.
Alrighty, well, this guy's gonna go. He's got a nav because he really can't do anywhere, so he's just gonna go up speed 3 and get the hell out of here. Not that he has anything in particular to worry about. And then over to you.
So we will do. We'll do Commander Woldar.
Okay.
As I navigate.
Okay.
Take that as the dial.
Okay.
First, we will flak out our side.
Yep.
To Mr. VCX. For 1. And I will not shoot out my front. And if I can get around you, I'll try, but I don't think I will. But we'll try. Oh, I think I can. With a nav dial.
I think you probably can with a nav dial. You might not even need a nav dial, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do it like that.
Alright. Voila. Of the things that I don't care about, that's right at the very top.
Yeah, you are not worried about
that's just so I'm gonna take
because if you get the ISD, you're getting the points anyway.
Yeah, I ditched the token to I ditched the token to the nav token to pass the Confire token to the Starhawk, and over to you for your Emperor Palpatine.
Yep, Senor Palpatine. Navigate. We'll use the dial for the heck of it. I don't think I'm in range. You can reflect 360 no matter what, right? Or can he not fly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fly.
That's right.
Because GR75s can fly, and they don't have any dice.
Yep. Alright, VCX. Alright. That is...
Liz!
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't complain with the way my dice been rolling, but that's 4 straight blacks Palpatine's rolled. Good job, Palpatine, with your flacking. Very ineffectual. Yes, so currently 2 with the nav dial. I guess I could shoot out the front, but you're just scattered. I'm not going to waste the time.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Okay. All right, and then we're over to this guy. So he's got a engineering. He's got an engineering value of 4, so he'll just go ahead and discard a card. Since you have not decided to take any shields off. I will go ahead and shoot out the the side arc into your front arc of the ISD.
Yep.
For 3 reds and 3 blues. I love high capacity ion turbines, man. It's very nice.
Oh no, especially on a Starhawk, they're great.
Oh yeah. So I will go ahead and re-roll this one with LTT. And I will go ahead and lock your I'm gonna lock your redirect.
Locking my redirect. That's probably a smart choice. How much is that? 4?
4, yeah. Terrible decisions, man.
It is. I mean, the odds are you're going to get another accuracy on your front shot, at least one. Alright. I gotta take it. I have to save. You know what? I'm going to brace the 2.
Okay.
Take it on the front.
Alright, so I've got a front arc shot into the front of your Star Destroyer.
Oh my god.
Ow.
And of course you get that. Oh
I will
my
just
god.
leave that!
Jesus. Man, dice been hot this game. Especially here.
I finally got my hot dice!
You did. 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yes. You can actually tell at the top here. It tells it up for you. 9 hits and one crit.
Yeah. God. I mean, I have to burn the brace.
Yeah, I think you have to burn the brace and do that, and then just eat it on shields this time, and
Pray to the dice gods next turn.
pray to the dice gods next
I've
turn.
been praying to the dice gods every turn. They weren't doing shit.
They did shit for your squadrons.
Oh, they did
So,
great.
and
Oh,
then
yeah, they did great positively. Basically, we're playing to Khorne right now. Khorne just wants mass death and destruction. That's all he wants.
And then I ram you, and we each take 1 more.
Yeah.
And and then so you during this you would move this guy up to range 2, so you can do that.
Oh, that's right. I can move him. I'll move him over here.
Ah, there you go. And then the only thing in squad phase is my VCX. And guess what? You're all heavy!
Run away!
So I'll come over here
And heal the damage.
and heal the damage. And I'll move this over here. I'm such a dick. I'm sorry.
But no, that's the way to do it. Especially since, I mean, I can't lock you down. That's what you gotta do.
Oh man, it's awful. That's terrible, man.
Well, I mean, Palpatine whiffed. I should have killed you, but Palpatine whiffed.
the Palpatine did whiff.
He
You
did.
were right there. All right, so that's the end of turn 5. All right, we're on to turn 6. There's only one thing left, guys.
Yes. So... mitigate points as best as I can is the name of the game. So, obviously starting with Thrawn on the ISD,
Yep.
It is an engineering. And we will use my token, since I didn't need it for ECM.
Yeah, you got 6.
So I could raise 3 shields. I think that's my best call.
I would move 2 so that you have 4 on the front.
Well, you stopping.
Well, then yeah. So yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because then you still have the redirect. So
Yep. So I have the redirect with an ECM available.
okay.
You
have-
obviously
No, he's
knows out of range of anything like that. I'm not gonna shoot because I'm not gonna. Kill
Yeah, don't need the
anything.
salvo. Yeah.
Yep. Don't want the salvo. So just face down from the ram.
Okay. Alright, face down from the ram. Honestly, there's really no point in the rest. I'm just gonna do the Starhawk because that's all that really matters left. This other stuff is just either the ISD dies or it doesn't, and that's gonna be it. I'm pretty sure. So I get this. I've got a repair. You can move this token up to range 2.
Yeah, we'll just move it back.
There you go. I guess doing that gives you 15 points, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Alright.
Trying to mitigate the point failure as much as I can.
Alright, so side arc into your front arc of the ISD.
Come on now. Let's average out. Man, still rolling hot.
6 damage.
Still rolling hot. I mean, I can't do. I have to redirect it.
Yeah, you have to redirect it. There's no.
Forcing me to lose that brace was, ugh. Of course, you didn't force me, but.
Yeah, well, it's still.
All right.
So, and then
Now
front
for
arc
the
shot.
biggest whiff in history. No, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. There's no way. Alrighty, so that means that we just sail on by. And then we refresh this, hit that. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah.
Even with killing a Gazanti's not going to get me anything.
I mean, I don't even know if you can kill a GR-75. Well, I guess maybe with the squads, you might be able to.
Yeah, the GR-75s have squad commands, but even that's not going to change the point difference. The Gazantis have squad commands.
Yeah, but I don't think that changes the point of... Because the most you can get is 400, and I don't even think you can get to that.
Yeah, I won't be able to make a difference, because I'd have to get... Yeah, there's no way. Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, my plan, basically, I mean, it was like millimeters, not get around your Starhawk.
Yeah, I mean, like I deliberately put that Starhawk there, like, because when you angle in with the Starhawk like that, it makes it very, very difficult to get past it, even with the take evasive action and and it was you not having that nav dial, you relying on the take evasive action that made it so that I could stay there. But I mean, you know, even with but I mean, it was without that, it's probably like a 7-4 or something, like a 7 in that 7-4-8-3 type of region. It's hard to tell. You know, I would have spent time if your ISD goes by, then I kill your Gazantis, and I attempt to kill your Gazantis, and I flak these squads trying to kill them.
It would be an even trade, because I'd definitely kill your Gazantis then.
Yeah.
So that'd be a wash there. So I think it would probably be a 7-4 if he got by. It was just very close, but
yeah, if you got by. But I mean, as soon as I was able to get the Starhawk there in, double arc,
you trapped me in a double arc, and I couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, it's
1-2 turn early. If I would have come in a little bit slower, then I think I would be able to eat that damage.
Well, if you'd gone a little slower, if you'd gone speed 2 the turn before that, I'd probably stay at speed 1. I had one more nav dial. I had 4 nav dials to start the game, just because I was kind of relying on that instead of the engineerings, just because I knew that it was if it was going to come down, if you were able to win the squad war, which you did, it was going to come down to can I get my Starhawk in position to kill your ISD?
Yeah.
And so that was plan A, farm the tokens. Plan B, try and win the squad war. But if I lose the squad war, plan C is stick the Starhawk in front of the ISD and try and kill it. And that's where it got down to. And I mean, I had 12 victory tokens, so that's it's 180 points or something obscene.
Right.
And
I'm actually curious why it's saying I have minus 500 points. That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have 680.
So no, I would have 680 because I have 180 in tokens.
And you got 400 points.
400 points.
So it should be 580. For some reason, it's giving me minus 500. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, whatever. So so it's 580. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Still 10-1.
Yeah, it's still a 10-1, but I'm thinking, but I think there's still I don't think there's a way for me to try to climb out of a 10-1 to a 9-2, even with 580.
No, I don't think so. Because
even if I miraculously killed a GR-75 in the VCX, it's still not enough. So,
yeah, I still don't think it's enough.
Yeah, which I don't think I could even do.
Yeah, but that was like I said. I think we'll talk a little bit more next week in our mystery thing here. But I think you can kind of as long as you have the bid, this list is very hard to beat.
Yeah, it is. Well, and I think this kind of does solidify. If I actually face this real life, I definitely would just pick advanced gunnery and run.
Yeah.
And make you chase me, and then try to just do a squad skirmish at distance, and just maybe get a 6-5, but just go for the 5-6 loss, and just leave it at that.
And like I said, it's one of those things where if that's the case, like, so, what is your setup like, right? Because the Starhawk goes down after your ISD is. I know where your ISD is going to be pointing. So if you set your ISD down, if you set the ISD down, give me the damn ISD, thank you. So if you're like, I set my ISD down and I'm going this way.
Oh, I would never do that.
I understand, but people talk about they're gonna run into the corner. So if you're gonna run with the ISD, like everything else doesn't matter, because you do that beforehand. But if you're gonna run with the ISD, where do you put it?
So if I run with the ISD, I would pick a corner, but I'll go the opposite direction.
Okay.
And like this, just run speed 3, run navs, have my my fleet command nav commands, and it doesn't matter where you put the Starhawk. I might even put it more of at an angle, depending on where you put the Starhawk, so I can adjust. But you don't.
That's why my point is the ISD goes down first.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, after you place the Starhawk, doesn't matter where you place it. You're not catching it. Starhawk only goes speed 2. You might catch me by turn 5. You might get some shots, but that's not to kill an IC, because then I have Thrawn engineering dials.
But again, I don't need to kill it. I can if I try and just go for where if your squads and your Xantes are here.
And then if you engage in a squad battle, then that's fine. Then it's a play of, but it's still a 6-5 either way, depending if it's a win or a loss.
I think that is the ideal scenario. I think that it's one of those things that you're going to have to work for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you'd have to work for it, but you're not killing the ISD. It's too fast and too maneuverable.
Probably not.
So.
But
so
unless I can somehow catch it in a spot where I can bomb it, and your squads are out of the way,
Yeah. So it's not an easy, but it's definitely the best chance at a 5-6, which is what you have to go for against this list. Because did you ever lose with this on Tex Open? Yeah.
No.
What was your worst win?
I got an 8. So I got a 9, an 8, a 10, and a 9.
Yeah. I think you just have to go to mitigate the loss, and I think Advanced Gunnery is the way to do it. Unless, of course, someone brings a list in that also has strategic, and it's like, well, let's play a strategic game.
So that is the danger. You still probably pick sensor teams in that instance, or excuse me, sensor net in that instance. But the problem with that particular one is, say you had two lambdas, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm moving your objectives distance 4. You're never going to farm as many tokens as I can farm with the distance because you can only move my tokens distance 2. Right. So
it'd be closer. I think it might be closer. It'd be a matter. Again, you're going for the 5-6. You're not going for the win.
Yeah, but like I said,
I'd be curious what I could do against this with my double ISD list, because with that I think I'd have enough firepower to try to rush your Starhawk. But with that one, I have only 3 squads, and I don't know if I could hold your squads back long enough to prevent them from assisting in killing a Star Destroyer.
That's the thing, is if my squads have free reign to just bomb you, it's bad. It's real bad.
And I love it when people have no squads against even just a little bit of my squad list, because squads can do so much damage that it sneaks up on you that you don't anticipate.
And that's the thing is, like, I was able to kill all of your anti-squad stuff, and then by that point it was too late to try and bomb the Starhawk, and so that they just kind of became a non-factor. Yeah, even though I pretty clearly lost the squad war.
Yes, Sword Fanatic, I totally agree with you in the chat there. This is not. You don't bring this type of list if you're playing for fun with friends in casual play.
No, this is not a fun with friends list.
This is, I mean, Alan Stelly called it the asshole list, and you only bring it when you're playing, when you're going for the win in a tournament, and you'll have a good chance at it. So. Yeah. So. And there's several lists like that. So.
I like the one list I was afraid of was double onager, but I didn't. Luckily, that didn't show up, and I didn't have to worry about it. But.
Yeah, that is one that could potentially challenge you, because 2 onagers could potentially do enough damage to a Starhawk throughout the entire game to actually drop it.
Yep, so. That's the danger. So, all right, man. Well, I'm going to take off. Thank you very much for the game.
Yeah, thanks for the game. It was nice to see this in action and actually try to figure it out. So, part of me wants to actually do a rematch against this list, just to keep trying to work against it.
I've heard a lot of people say that, but I mean, a lot of people will I mean. there are other people that are experimenting with lists like this. I mean, you can certainly give it a shot. So, all right, man. Thank you again. It was
Thanks
great.
again.
We'll see
Good to have you on the
next
channel again, and see you next week.
week. Sounds good. Take care.
Later. All right, guys. That was that was crazy, and it was expected. I just wanted to see what I could do against it with this one. I'm not lying. I do want to do a rematch with my double ISD2 list, see if I can actually do enough firepower to kill this thing. But if anybody has any questions they want to talk about, because I still got some time, if you guys want to chat. Mako, so the answer is no, it's not. But at least for me, Armada's not about high-level competitive play. It's about having fun, playing with miniatures on the board. Like my local group, we don't play lists like this. Even in our tournaments, we sometimes, someone will bring like an ultra-competitive list just to try it out. But a lot of times we just like to bring fun lists, like, quote-unquote competitive lists. But a list like that, for a tournament, yeah, very hard to beat, but it's not unbeatable. That's the thing I like about Armada. No list is unbeatable. And there are counters to every list, even though they might be very niche. And, it's one of those when someone brings a new thing that changes the meta, that surprises somebody, it catches people by surprise, they get taken, but then people start building lists to counter it, and then someone builds like another awesome list that just breaks the meta. And that's kind of the ebb and flow. But there's no list in Armada that I can even think of that if someone plays it and they just keep playing it, even when people are trying to specifically counter it, will always win. So there can be very unbalanced lists, but they're not broken because someone will eventually make a list to beat it. And like with this one, I'm not lying. I want to play it again and try it again because I think I have different tactics to try to actually be effective at it. And with not doing a high bid, because I will never have a high bid. I like playing 400 max. But like people that are like really competitive, they see something like that, like, well, the way to beat it is go second. Make him pick my missions, so they will go for a double-digit bid. So that's another way to counter the list. Like Paul was talking at the top of the stream. If you missed it, he said one thing that could counter this list is if someone does a high bid to go second, and then picks just a really bad mission for him to force the Starhawk to chase. So, but yeah, it was actually very interesting. I liked it, and I'm just a little. I think I could have angled my Star Destroyer just a little bit differently, or just slowed it down to where I could have gotten it past. Because the plan was, I did decide I wasn't going to kill the Starhawk, and that was just to kill as many squads as I could, and then hit, and then let the Starhawk hit me once, and then fly by it and go for points. So, there's some Starhawk lists that are fun to play, or anti-Starhawk lists. Oh yeah. This one is specifically designed to farm tokens, but I've played against Starhawks many times. I'm an Imperial player, and I have no problems going against Starhawks. It just depends on what the list is and how it's built, on whether or not you want to ignore it or go for the kill. And some Starhawk lists are very legitimate. You can actually go for the kill. And, one example, Buster, my friend, aka Banshee, that you've seen at Vegas, this was, tournament play, highly competitive, and he went up against a double Starhawk. You might think, oh my god, double Starhawk. He tabled the opponent. He killed both Starhawks and only lost one ship. So, it's not impossible. No list is impossible to beat. So, it's just a matter of, there's always strategies and builds to get around it. Which is why I like this game, is that there is no list that is unbeatable. You can always find a way to win. Even if it means having to play a list, retool it, and then come back again. So, but yeah, nasty list, Alan. You named it correctly. It is an asshole list. Very difficult, especially if you don't know it's there. But now that people know it's there, I'll be interested to see at LSO or even next weekend is see if any builds like this come up. Haven't decided yet. I'm going to be bringing for sure, just so you guys know. I'm assuming, Alan, if you're still in chat, maybe you can put it in chat, that the Mercury Fleet Command will be streaming the top table at least for the online TXO tournament next Saturday, or a week from Saturday, I should say. And Alan, I don't know, I probably you won't allow it because it would be unfair to people playing in the tournament if they're not used to being on stream. I was kind of wanting to stream my games on my channel, but I think that might make people too nervous to play against me if they're not used to it, so I probably can't do that. But hopefully there'll be at least a stream for the top table on Mercury Fleet Command. And I'll be bringing one of my 3 Thrawn lists, and you guys have seen them all so far now. You saw 2 of them were on these streams of TTS, and one was actually played in real life. And it's my double ISD 2, my ISD 2 with an interdictor, and then this one, which is just an ISD but max or almost max squads. So I'm not sure which one I want to bring to try out, to test out. I might actually put it up to, I don't know, maybe I'll put up a vote, or if people want to comment or something, I don't know. To say, which list do you want me to try out a week from Saturday on the online Texas Open? Or I might just make my own choice. But it could be interesting if you guys want to comment with your opinions on that. So, reminder, guys, we do have the new images for the new giveaway. This really awesome turn dial. And, yeah, it's just really amazing, that nice silver inlay that he was able to get there, so Inquisitor based, and it's going to be $25 store credit to Admiral Tater's ship shop as well. I'll be announcing the winner on July 1st, and just subscribe to the channel, comment on my June videos, whether it's a live stream or just the videos later, gives you additional chances to win. And again, to Tron91, please reach out to me about the May giveaway. You are the winner. But if I don't hear from you by Sunday morning, I'm going to do another random draw and announce a new winner. Like, this was the first time this has happened. I just want, have to have some sort of time limit so we can actually give away the prizes for the giveaways. So, yeah, and Sword Fanatic, I think this is the first time I've seen you comment. So welcome to the channel if this is your first video you've watched, or first video you commented on if you've watched it before. But yeah, so yeah, just subscribe, and your commenting in this chat enters you in. And if you want to get more entries, just check out my other June videos I have out in so far, and comment in those videos as well, and that'll enter you into the giveaway. And I do, on the first of every month is when I do the random draws to announce the winner. So welcome to the channel, Sword Fanatic. Thank you for everybody that joined us in the chat today. Thank you to Paul, aka Kelorn. Really, it was a good match. It was actually, maybe I had to do a lot of thinking. I like matches where I have to think a lot and really work my brain power to try to actually grow as a strategic player, and I really want to try it again to try to get another shot at it. So, thanks for watching. Should have some actual live videos, like actual on real life tables, coming out next week once I get the editing finished, as well as another 40k bat rip for the Hephaestus Crusade coming out next week. So until next time, take it easy.